Welcome. This is the last session today after a very long and interesting day full of fascinating insights. And I'm really excited to be here with you, Jessica, to talk about many different aspects of running a fashion brand, having a multi-hyphenated career. So let's actually start with the very interesting career path that you have taken. How would you even describe your career path? Where to start?
Well, I started off as a singer, a member of a girl group, and I started when I was 18, so it was when I was quite young. I've been in the industry for 10 plus years now, and now I have a solo career. I have a brand called Blanc and Eclair. There was like a lot of variety in my life, and I've met so many like inspirational people, and I'm very grateful for that. And I love, and I'm very happy about the way my career has developed. Over the years.
I think it's always exciting. I think from the traditional point of view, people have gone to school and they studied one thing, and then they became the accountant, and they did that for like 45 years, and then they retired with the golden watch. And I think it's really exciting now that there is this opportunity to have multiple, bits to your career, multitasking. And I think you are the ultimate multitasker.
I think so too. I get a lot of questions asking like, which one do you like better? Do you like to be an entrepreneur? Do you like to be a singer? What do you like? But the thing is, I really can't choose because they're both a huge part of my life and a huge part of me.
I think today it's not even like, why should you have to choose?
Right. And these days, everybody does, multitask. Many different things. I was in a movie, TV drama series. I want to write a book. I want to do so many things. Yeah,
the world is our oyster.
Yes.
So you launched Blanc and Eclair around 4.5 years ago, is that right?
Correct.
Okay. And what was it? What was it about launching your own label that got you really excited?
Well, ever since I was a little girl, I loved fashion. I wanted to be part of the fashion industry. So when I go into the department store with my mother, I would like never want to go home. Like, hello? I would. I would never want to go home. I wanted to be like a shoe store owner, or maybe perhaps get married to one.
Nice. Yeah, that's useful.
It was one of my dreams as a little girl. But
what was the first fashion purchase that you remember as a little girl? Or even as a teenager? What was
So my first luxury product, maybe, that I remember is my first Prada bag.
That's always a good first moment. Yeah. So sorry, keep going. So you were sort of dreaming about even marrying into the shoe ownership business.
Yes, and I think music and fashion, they're always together. You can't live without each other. So it was kind of very natural for me being on magazines and like meeting people in the fashion industry, and it was very natural for me to start my brand because I wanted to share my lifestyle, my sense of style, and see where it goes. And here I am.
You launched it, if I'm correct, first with sunglasses.
Yes, with eyewear.
Why did you say that was the category you wanted to launch Blanc and Eclair with?
So I didn't tell a lot of people about this, but so in Korea there was this Japanese brand that wasn't in Korea yet. But then at that time I was working in Japan. And I went to this store, and I really liked the sunglasses. So I was like, I'm just going to get it. And at that time, there wasn't a thing called airport fashion, but now it's a huge marketing tool in Korea. And
Airport fashion.
Airport fashion.
Okay.
That means like, it's like paparazzi, just at the airport. And that's where, you show your fashion. Well, it wasn't like that, but that's, at that time, that's when it started. And they're like, I've never seen that sunglasses before. Like, where is it from? And then, like, a couple months later, like, it actually came into Korea as a brand, saying it's Jessica's sunglasses. So I was like, if they can do that, why not make my own?
Absolutely.
And to my liking, and just start some. If people are interested in that, I want to provide it, right? So that's how I started with sunglasses.
Was that the first taste of creating product versus an album or sort of more artistic endeavors? Was that the first, when you were making these sunglasses, was it the first time you were actually sort of designing something to live on yourself?
Yes, it was my first time. I didn't know it was that hard either. But yeah, I had a great team to support my vision, and they were truly amazing. And I still remember like telling my team, I don't think I can do this. This is just too hard. I've never but then they kind of like gave me the courage, saying you can do it, just try drawing what kind of shape you like, and just look at the materials and stuff, and that's how it started, just from scratch. Yeah.
So it must have been very instinctual then.
Mm-hmm.
4.5 years on now, how would you describe sort of the brand of Blanc et Clair? Like, did you have a very fixed idea of the brand DNA already in your head when you started designing with the sunglasses first, or did that develop really organically?
I think it was organically. It was just Blanc et Clair's DNA is an extension of my DNA. It's just me. And yeah.
And did you, some brands start with like marketing teams around them saying like, what's our brand value, and I guess because you are such a well-known personality and people feel like they know you, whether they actually do or don't, the brand as an extension of you, is it really easy, therefore, to design with your team the collections and the different categories because it's a very natural extension of your own personal style?
I would say it's not easy, but then I do have a vision, and I do know what I like and what I don't like. So, and I'm involved in every step of the way, like from the fabric, from the stitching, color, the buttons, the shape, everything, the fit. And I'm the fitting model too.
You are. So everything has to go through the
it has to go through
Jessica
me.
test.
That's why it has, So I think that's how we create, genuine products. Yeah.
Yeah, and it has to be very authentic to you. And therefore, I guess, with all your millions of followers who kind of look to you and to your style, I mean, how much do your influencers end up influencing you?
So much. Tremendous influence. For me, my family, my friends, my fans, my followers, they're my biggest source of inspiration, and they keep me going. And now that social media platforms are just everywhere, it's easier for me to kind of get to know people too, without actually meeting them. I can see what they like, what they don't like, and their characteristics.
I think that sense of, or ability to almost connect with your followers, how do you build that sense of community, I guess?
I think through content and through, it's a very special feeling when you post something and you get immediate response from them, and that's where you get inspired. That's
so pretty direct connection then. Do you tend to respond to your followers?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Sometimes, they're like, they want like a holiday season dress.
Right.
And then we were like, we should do that. Let's do it for them.
Yeah.
And then we made one just for New York, just for our flagship store in New York. And so it was like a special edition product. And then I always get like comments saying, "Oh, can Blanc and Eclair come to this country, and which we're not in yet." So it gives me
confidence,
the confidence and courage to actually go into that market.
Yeah. Can we talk about the store? So when did you launch the store in New York City?
It was 3 years ago.
2 years ago,
I believe.
And how did you even? I mean, that's a big step for any brand. How did you decide, one, that New York was the place for you to do the flagship first?
Well, New York is one of my favorite cities. I actually want to go and live there. I feel it's so energetic and lively and so cultural, like so many different cultures there. And it's like people are so fashionable and fashion forward, and it was my dream to have a New York flagship store. That's why I decided my first store should be there, and it was a dream come true for me. Yeah.
Was it easy to find the location?
I actually really wanted to do it in Soho, and we did on Prince Street.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. It was a no-brainer. Soho.
So you knew exactly where you were going.
We knew exactly where we wanted to do it. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you travel a lot.
Yes.
With work, for pleasure. How do your travels inspire what you do and your brand? I think your first collection of sunglasses was named after cities.
Yes.
Okay.
Cities that I have visited and cities that I want to visit.
A list.
Yes. I learned so much about the place, the culture, the attitude, the way people talk, dress. I mean, it's a lot of learning, and I like to, manifest that into my design and through Blanc and Eclair. And traveling just inspires me in so many ways, not just fashion, and music as well. I don't know how to articulate it in words. Yeah.
No, I think it's an incredibly great way to feed your creative soul when you put yourself in different environments. And talking about traveling, you recently did a beautiful pajama collaboration for the Mandarin Oriental. Can you tell us a little bit about how that collaboration came about?
Well, I was a huge fan of Mandarin Oriental, but when they reached out, I was like, "Are you reaching out to me? Are you reaching out to Blanc and Eclair, correct?" And because I was just so surprised. But whenever I do a collaboration, I really need to touch and feel it, and need to love the brand and respect mutually. Really, and I need to respect them professionally and personally, because Blanc and Eclair is such a personal brand for me. But I did it in a heartbeat because I loved Mandarin Oriental. And I thought it went really well with our kind of minimal design, and we tried to make it a little bit for the younger crowd. Yeah, to make Mandarin Oriental a little bit younger, because it's such a luxurious, hotel chain.
Yeah. Did you did you have a lot of creative debate with the Mandarin Oriental? On our last panel that I had with Sumori Shizato and Ludovic and Uchide from Shuumera, we talked about the sort of pull and push of collaborations. And you do quite a lot of collaborations.
Yes.
You know, you recently did a bag collaboration with Zalora.
Zalora.
Yeah, how did that process work for you?
It was super fun and easy. They supported my vision and my design, and what I drew, I was actually just doodling, but they really liked it, and it actually came to life. And when I saw the product, I was just so surprised, and it was exactly how I imagined. So yeah, having a great team around you is the key also, and they have to really support you fully.
And sort of translate your vision
Yes.
into something that you 100% believe in.
Right.
Interesting. How do you actually decide, though? I mean, I would imagine you get bombarded by requests to collaborate. How do you decide which are the right collaborations to partner
Like
up
I
with?
said before, I need to love it.
Okay.
And I need to I have to have that gut feeling, you know?
Yeah.
And if there's that mutual respect and mutual goals and everything aligned, then you just have to do it. It works.
I think what you said, sort of being genuine, being authentic, I think that kind of brings me to my next question, which is all about content. And how we are constantly being asked to create content. It's like just the thing that we all have to sort of produce. And I'm just really curious how you approach creating content, authentic content, first of all.
Well, I try to keep it very simple. Because I travel around the world and because my followers love to see places that they've never seen before, I like to deliver that and share my life with them. And sometimes for authenticity, like I try to take time off from social media, and like for a week or even more than a week, I don't post anything. You know, I surround myself with good people that I love, and I just live. And if you do that, you're kind of reset, and you can start making content again with a fresh mind.
Yeah, you get inspired again.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit of digital detox.
Yes, digital detox.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and you can kind of get back to it. That's funny. What do you think? What do you think is actually required for a startup brand to become a long-lasting brand?
I think you need the vision, and you need commitment and trust, like trustworthy people and great people who, you know, share this same vision and support you. Starting something new is never really easy. It's very hard. But then those three things, if you have those three things, which is hard, and
All of them together, yeah.
and it'll take you years, but that's how.
What's the piece of advice you wish you had known before starting your label?
You know, if I don't know something, I ask and I get the answer. So, I mean,
Smart.
yeah.
That's a good strategy.
I mean, there's experts everywhere.
Yeah.
So you have to, if you don't know something, ask. And
What was the most challenging thing, I think, for you in terms of actually starting up that label? Or having the confidence to do that even?
just making something from scratch, I didn't know that it would be that hard. You know, I was always at the department stores and boutiques, and I was always like, how hard can it be?
Do you realize and you actually did it?
Yes. It was just, wow, it was so extensive. I don't know, like the design process, the manufacturing, logistics, marketing, and just everything was just so hard for me. But I learned so much, and I'm still in the learning process right now.
Yeah.
Talking to you, getting inspired by these people.
Yeah. But you seem like the kind of person who enjoys a challenge.
I do. I do.
Thankfully, yes.
Yes.
How do you, given the demands of creating content, you juggle so many different things, whether that's, every day is a different day for you every week in terms of the different things that you kind of put your head to. How do you stay authentic? How do you kind of, other than that digital detox, yes, how do you try to stay authentic and kind of keep the message real with your community and your fan base and make sure that you're constantly kind of communicating what you represent?
I'm a very honest person, and that's what I look at when I hire people too. But I'm just I'm just an honest person, straightforward, and I think that's the way I create my content too. Just transparent.
I think transparency is such a important value that so many successful brands or future brands or everybody's having to become more transparent.
Right.
And I think that's a very valuable thing to be doing. If you, for your label, it's been 4.5 years now, looking into the future of it, what is more of what you want to do with your label?
I have so many things I want to do. These days I'm very interested in like beachwear, swimwear.
Have you been traveling to exotic places or?
Yes.
Okay.
And well, I went to Hawaii, Bali, where else? Just, I love the beach because I'm always in this bustling city. So I am very, very much interested in that. I think we are going to have a cool collaboration coming up as well for that. What else? I would love to do shoes, and cosmetics as well. Right now, I only have skincare in my brand because I felt skincare is like the basic thing that you need, especially Korean skincare is now very trending at the moment.
Kind of innovating on all fronts.
Mm-hmm. But then I want to kind of maybe expand into cosmetics. Yeah, like makeup.
Do you have a love of color, or is it more like what bits of the cosmetics business are you like the most excited about?
I think girls and cosmetics. like
natural bedfellows.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love color. I love trying on different things, like not just trying on clothes, but trying on different products, different color eyeliner, different shadows. I don't know, everything.
Actually, talking about new categories, I've just been reminded that you have a new collaboration coming out.
I do.
And I think we have a little film to showcase it. We have a little film, ladies in the back, who can press the magic button so that we can watch it a little
we have
bit.
a cool collaboration coming up, and then this is the little video.
Little promo.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it should come up in 2 seconds.
The Trekkies, the fans, like Chris, your fans have a name, they're called
Pine Nuts. Yes.
I know them well.
But together around me, I made a mistake, sealing every door. It's time for me to give up my crown. I fly like an angel.
You don't sound like an American when you say that, you know what I mean?
Yes, Blanc and Eclair and Casetify.
Congratulations. That's really fun.
Yay. Yay!
We all need lots of phone cases in our life. Jessica, tell me, I mean, a lot of this content, you know, you're in it, and obviously it tells beautiful stories. What other brands for you tell great stories? Who do you look to when you're looking at their sort of storytelling?
Jewelry brands. I think they have a huge history, and I've been to Chaumet's museum in Paris, their private
Yummy.
museum.
Yes, very nice.
And I mean, they have like history, and I learned
Their
so much.
archives are incredible.
Yeah, and then they have stories behind every single piece. This is for the princess. This was for the queen. This was inspired by somebody, and I want Blanc and Eclair to later on have a history of its own. Yeah.
And imbue each of those products that you make with stories of their own.
Yeah.
That's lovely. You touched upon this a little bit, but successful businesses, as we know, are always typically a product of great teams.
Right.
How do you look for people? What qualities are you looking for when you're looking to hire for your team in order to do the things that you didn't know were so hard?
Selfless people. Selflessness and honesty, transparency, everything that we actually talked about is something that we really look into. It's really hard to have people like that around you, but once you find your team, your group, and they're just like so supportive, and you can do anything with them. That sense of, I don't know, the bond that you have with your team, it's very special, and the work product is different. Yeah.
It becomes more of a team effort rather than any one individual.
So whenever like we finish a collaboration or we do something new, exciting, I mean, it's not all me. It's all them. I mean, it's our teamwork. Yeah.
You might be face, but there's a
Yes.
whole army behind you
Right.
creating what you're doing.
And it took time for me to find those
it?
people. Yeah.
Was it mostly personal recommendations? Was it
Yes,
friend-
recommendations and friend of friends. That's how it all starts.
Always, yeah.
Because we're a very family-oriented brand right now.
Okay. So I've got a last question for you already.
Last one?
I know.
Already?
What do you hope to achieve? Whether that's next week or 2 years from now or 20
Oh, this
years
question?
from now. It's a big one.
Yeah, it's a huge
It's
one.
a huge one. And you can go literally next week to 50 years from now.
Okay. Well, I want to continue releasing music, and I want to expand Blanc and Eclair. What else? I want to write a book. I want to.
What's your book going to be about? Are you allowed to tell? Is it fiction? Is it an autobiography? Is it a cartoon? Is it a children's book?
Maybe an autobiography or a fiction. I'm interested in both.
Yeah.
What else? Maybe. Well, I signed with a company in the U.S., so maybe start working in the U.S. more. Now I'm based in Asia, but possibly in a couple years I'll be based in the U.S. Yeah. I have so many things I want to do. I don't know. That's a pretty full plate, though.
That is a pretty full plate.
Yeah.
So I guess actually that leads me to my actual one last question, which is, what advice would you give other people who can now understand that you don't have to have a typical one-track career, that actually this multitasking, multi-hyphenated, incredibly full perspective, a career that is untraditional? What piece of advice would you give them in order to pursue that? Or not to be nervous about that?
Advice. Just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do something new, and because even if it fails, you always have another chance, and life goes on. I was a type of person who was actually scared to do something new and jump into a different category, but a lot has changed for me. Surrounding yourself with good people is also key, and just if you have your dream, just go for it. You only live once, right?
So true. Those are very good words of advice to end this first day of Fashion Asia Conference. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us and explaining to us your journey. Thank you, audience, and we will hopefully see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.